Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
Monocle. He has a monocle in some things, right?
He's not getting a monocle in this one. Sorry. Well, all right.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
I mean, what do I call this? Do I call it a good episode? A solid episode? Nothing from the past episode that I wanted to be like, at least make an excuse and make it make sense. I don't think anything got like actually touched. They're just like, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it too. Fuck it. This episode as a on its own, which I don't think I can actually do, but okay, positives. Damn, she did like that work to say like, I don't know, is this a positive? Sophia did that work to save fucking Johnny in the last one, right? Where she left his window open a little bit to give him air. She now shoots him in the face in this one. Okay, hey, you know what? Shit happens. The scenes with Victor and Penguin's mom, they're actually slowed down and are actually grounded, which made them way more interesting. Once again, I don't know. I guess I need to explain this for the audience. I'm not looking for the most super duper realistic fucking thing ever. Like, sorry, I'm not. I want consistent writing where logic keeps up with logic, bro. The logic of the show keeps up with its own fucking logic. I'm not looking for realistic anything, bro. It's a comic book show. I get it. I'm not lost on that. I can watch Terrifier 2 and enjoy it. Jeez. But, yeah, the most grounded parts of the episode is Victor with Penguin's mom. Those are actually grounded, and there's a little bit more, felt more tension there. I don't know. Whatever. What are the big points of this episode? Anyone? Does anyone want to tell me that? Please go ahead. What are the big highs and lows of the episode? Like or not highs and lows, but like the big like plot points. Anyone? Hello?
Thinking.
Could it be Sophia? Like Sophia, or Penguin knows that Sophia knows, right? And he doesn't care, really. He doesn't even care.
Yeah.
So that would make sense of why he left her. When they in the last episode, right? When they gave us context of what happened in the alleyway, right? Where Sophia, like, I guess, knocks her head, right? She's KO'd. That apparently wasn't a big deal for Penguin. He didn't care, like, really. Right?
Yeah.
He didn't actually care about that. Okay, that makes more sense now. Now I realize that the girl that could actually, like... Granted, he didn't know that Sophia was going to kill the whole family. He didn't know that yet. Right? But he was confident, I guess, about Sophia knowing that... knowing about him killing Sophia's brother. Like, he's confident about that. Am I missing wrong? Like, these aren't the high points. But the high point is like, oh my god. Okay, what's the real high points? The real high points are Penguin has his own lair now. His underground lair. Just like the Michael Keaton Penguin, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's like kind of like lore. It's like, oh my god, that's like the lore Penguin. He's like, has a lair, and he works from there, and like, that's cool. Okay. What are the other positives here?
So this episode, I would say, I'm not so sure like how they stitch it together, but I'd call this like a transition from. I mean, technically, like he cut her off, I guess, at the end of 2 episodes ago, but like Penguin was not in. He had nothing in the last episode, so we know now
Very
from the
little.
beginning of this.
Yeah.
Well, we know that like uh, like this showed his like transition. We were wondering in the beginning because he was like kind of nobody, right? Like he had his bosses,
Yep.
and we knew that by the end of the whole series, he's going to be, like running things, right, and to some degree. And
He has to take over somehow.
yeah, he has to take over, and we didn't know like how people were going to fall, but this episode like transitions him into like he doesn't have bosses anymore, right? Like he's he cut that loose, and so that shows like he has some kind of confidence and all that. Like I'm not completely sure where all that confidence came from. Like what
Well,
event?
he didn't know, bro. He didn't know. Like when if let's say he cuts ties with Sophia, he doesn't know the family's fucking dead yet. He doesn't know the Maronis are dead. Like actually in this episode he ends up like killing the son, right, and the wife, but the dad Maroni gets away. So he doesn't actually. He has no chips on his in his favor at this point, like in the beginning of the episode. So, God.
Well, yeah. That's why I'm saying. That's what I mean by I don't know why he's that confident, but like his personality, like his character now is he's acting as if he's like that future Penguin, right? Like he's taking on that persona where he'll just go in and start killing the Maronis like in their face, like
Yeah.
He's taking on that type of persona as you would of the future Penguin, like somebody who's actually running shit. So
Well, actually,
that transition happened here, but we don't know fully why like he changed like that, but that happened in this episode.
well, we didn't know like who would be working with him, right? Our logic is like the scene they gave us was Penguin and Victor. Okay.
Mhm.
Now they use the guys that we saw in other episodes, like these guys that I guess they were like kind of friendly towards Penguin. Like they gave him like scenes where these guys were like loyal or not. I don't even say loyal, bro. They were like nice to him. They're like fellow wise guys talking to fucking Penguin, right? But I guess in this episode, we're supposed to buy that these guys are like straight up like super duper loyal to fucking Penguin. No matter what happens, they will work for the fucking Penguin. Yeah, okay, fine.
They do now.
Yeah. I guess they do now with no explanation. By the way, they just do it.
All we know is like they were on the same side because they all worked for the same family, but somehow they're now.
But now we know that's like the family's kind of split up and
gone.
disintegrated and all that shit, right? But
Yeah, they're gone.
But they're still Team Penguin, which is kind of crazy.
So essentially, well,
Skip it.
I was
Don't
gonna
worry,
say
it
that he
skipped.
took over the family, but she still has like the rest of the.
No.
the
She took over the family. Penguin
Yeah.
did not. Penguin
Well,
took a couple of the guys, I guess. Guys that were like, once again, they showed those actors for a reason in prior episodes, right? They gave you the peanut allergy to show us like later on when the peanuts like pay off as like a storyline thing. So they showed those guys early in order to give us these scenes where we see the same guys and they're loyal to fucking Penguin. There's no reason. It's just like we just seen them before. Like, oh, I remember that guy. He likes Penguin. Him and Penguin said a joke together, so like, he's loyal to him, which makes no sense. But it's cool because we're accepting dumb writing at this point. We're okay with that. That's cool.
She also like refuses to go by the old family name, so that's like supposed to mean like, she's moved on.
Well, she kept Johnny alive to take his goons, I guess.
Yeah.
She used Johnny to bring these other guys together who are not like higher ups.
The foot soldiers, yeah.
Yeah, they're foot soldiers. Like they're kind of names, but they're kind of they're foot soldiers at the same time. Maybe they're made men or something. I don't know. But
no, she told him that none of them are made, unless she just did.
Okay, fair enough. But they're kind of known though, and Johnny can bring them all to the table, just so that she can kill Johnny. Maybe that was that planned? Was she planning on killing Johnny the whole time, Or was it when Johnny spoke up? Like if Johnny said like talk shit back to her, she's like, "All right, I'm gonna kill you now." Boom. Or was it planned the whole time that she's killing Johnny? Who cares? Who gives a
There's
fuck?
no,
Listen,
there's no
listen,
indication either way.
listen. No one gives a fuck, so it doesn't matter. It's just whatever. She's here. She's here. Johnny's dead. Boom. She now has control of her family. She threw money on the table. Everyone fucking reached and grabbed to, and like the idea of greed, right? Like, oh, they're all like, I can use money to buy them or something, and boom, it's like just throw money on the table. They're all reach for it. Who cares about the dead body in the room? Got it. Fine. Cool too. That's actually was like a cool element to me. Like I thought that was kind of cool. Like if the writing was on par up to this point and she did that, that'd be fucking dope. Where she's like, yeah, Johnny, yeah. See, none of these guys here, they don't respect you. Want to know why? Because you take money out of their fucking mouths, bro. You take food off their fucking tables, Johnny. That's why no one. Then she like kills them in front of them. That'd be way cooler, right? Am I tripping? Where she's, if she's like, dude, you were the underboss for these fools. Like you didn't. Wait a minute. You were cousins with my mom, and you don't even like you don't like the way mom was treated, but you were still a fucking loyal soldier the entire fucking time, right, Johnny? Like she put him on fucking blast, right?
Yeah,
That'd be
after
dope.
she killed them. She said that they're no different too. Like
Wow.
that's an interesting choice to say that. Right? Like she's trying to get them to follow her, but at the same time, well, it's blatantly out of money self-interest. It's like how she'll manipulate them, but that also says that there's really no loyalty. They're just
I don't think it's manipulation, man. I think it's like, I think what the writers are saying is that she's the real deal. Like the thing that these guys thought they bought into.
Yeah.
She's the real fucking deal about it. Like, yeah, this really is about family. Like, you guys are getting underpaid. You're not overlooked. I see you. Like, she kind of gave a speech about that. Like, oh, you're not overlooked. I see you. And like all the hard work you guys fucking do, it's not looked past right now. When I'm in charge, you guys are seeing. And boom, she throws money on the fucking table. Like, you deserve what you deserve, bro. Because these higher ups of the Falcone family or whatever families, they look past you. I don't. I see you for who you are. Which is the thing she said to fucking Penguin, right? She sees that he's a grunt worker. Right? And then he's like, I guess they're trying to give some sort of narrative here about like rising up within the crime family organization or something like that. I think they're giving that to Penguin. Based on her words in this episode. Right?
yeah.
Sorry, Easter egg hunter idiots. But yeah, there it is. God, sorry.
She was also like her character. Like in one way, her father said that she was going to take it over, whether he meant that or not. Like she was passed on, right? She was also maybe that's part of it where she can empathize with that type of thing. Is why she says that stuff.
Yes, but it would fall short because like, yo, who the fuck else knows about that? Who you saying that to in order to gather soldiers and create a whole fucking enterprise or organization of fucking gangsters and shit? Like, how do you do that? You can't use that story. All you can use is these guys underpaid you, and now I'm going to pay you, which is what she did, which makes sense. That works and makes sense, right? We know as the watchers, we know that.
Peers, right? Like in some way, like they're going to really get paid a fairer cut because she said that they hoarded it and here it is.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Like it's going to be more fair now, and these guys have underpaid you and underappreciated you, and you are not overlooked. I see you, is what she was saying, which is what she said to Penguin, but she's also saying it here, and it works, right? That makes sense. I'm not hating on that, bro. That works. That makes sense. The timing of it, and like when it's used, I can't say I agree with. It doesn't look tacky, but it looks like it could be tacky later, like past tense, bro. Like next week, I might call this tacky. Like, oh, this was based on a writing, right? This could be an excuse to cause some other incident later on, to where it's like, oh, use that as a reason for this in order to lead to episode 6, 7, 8, where it's like, ah, oh, damn it, now I'm wrecked. But I mean, show fans of the show will not notice that at all. From what I've gathered, from what I've fucking observed, no one will fucking notice. So it doesn't matter, really. But they will do it anyways to make the show make sense, so that if you rewatch it, it makes somewhat more sense, even though it's kind of like,
One more thing about this episode. Well, I mean, you were talking about in the beginning about the mom. I think with the when she was first presented, she seemed like, oh, okay, this is like what drives the Penguin. He's like trying to make up. Like she was insulting him and just basically calling him a pussy. So
she has a legacy for him, and he wants to live up to it too. By the way, they have a legacy thing they're talking about. Yeah, got it.
And the way that they're continuing with her, there was so much focus on her in this one. It shows how important she is, like, to him too. Like, like that seemed to, like, there was a lot of time with her, and like, whether it's her location or something, it's not background. It's like right in up front. Like, this is important.
Yeah. God, I'm fucking wrecked, bro. I'm actually wrecked. Go ahead, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Okay, well, oh my god, I'm gonna get a fucking headache looking over this shit, bro. Okay, Sophia working with Maronis. That's fine. That was kind of, I guess, kind of predicted after last episode. But Jesus Christ. I'm trying to look at, like, kind of some of the really dumb things that happen here that we're gonna look past. I think, like, Maroni escaping prison. That was kind of really stupid. Where I guess Penguin hired a guy to stab him to death. That guy fucked it up, and this dude took his keys and escaped jail all the way to a safe house, to where Sophia now knows where he is and finds him. I'm fucking wrecked. I get it, guys. Comic book show. Ignore that. But that's kind of fucking stupid, man. Sophia, where she gets... They actually bring up the logic of, like, a gas leak? Explain that to me. And the show actually says, like, nah, we're not going to explain that. Fuck that. More nonsense, stupid shit. I get it, though. It's a comic book show. I get it. I know logic does not need to happen for comic book shows. But when it does happen, people applaud it to the nth fucking degree. We got Sophia background story, man. We know why she's, like, crazy, man. Before I thought she was crazy, but now she's like, she makes sense now because of her backstory. It's like, wait a minute, you fools needed that shit, apparently. And now the show makes sense to you? Like, god damn it, bro. I'm curious. I have no guesses for, will people call this good or bad? I have no idea. Like, they already showed me they can get away with murder, so I don't know what happens now. Is the show good or bad now? Is it an okay episode? Is it great? Is it bad? I can't tell what audiences fucking think of. Hey, I'm actually wrecked. Jesus Christ. Whatever. I'll just go on with it. It's an okay episode. It's okay. but they have to explain stupid shit that already happened in the show. You could see they had a concerted effort to explain those things. People are telling me like there's like masterful things in the last episode, but yet they have to take time to explain those things in this episode, which makes like, is it masterful then? If someone has to sit there and explain it to me, what happened, to make it make sense to me, they have to sit there and explain it in the next fucking episode. How's that fucking masterful then? I don't know, but whatever. I guess I'm the dumb one, and these guys are the fucking genius, the writing geniuses that can recognize what's happening in these episodes. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call it an okay episode. It's not as bad as the last one. Not saying much, but that's the case. And I'll be ready for next episode. Best parts of the episode is Victor and Penguin's mom interacting with each other. That's the best part of this fucking episode. Period. Everything else is kind of doggy. Actually kind of doggy. It's them explaining their mistakes they made last episode. Or the last couple episodes. The narrative that was created in the prior episodes is explained here. Which looks like dog shit, bro, when you do that. So, or maybe it looks amazing. Looks great. It's great writing. It's over my head. I don't know what to fucking say about it. I take comic book shows way too seriously, and then, yeah. It's all I have is melodrama and, yeah, Victor and Penguin's mom. Cool. Anyone else want to say anything about this episode? Anyone? They played The Police. A song by The Police. That's cool. The police guy's voice was also hilarious. I want to say that. He's like, Miss Falcone. Anyone remember that cop? No one? All right. That was hilarious. Yeah, that's all I got, man. I think it's a mediocre. Okay, let's see what happens next episode. Penguin gets his fucking lair. Sophia set up working with the Maronis. Now it's both crime families versus Penguin. It's not even versus Penguin because he has no fucking power. Unless those three guys that are loyal to Penguin turn into like 150 fucking people next episode. Right? That would have to happen, right? To make that make sense. Is everyone worried about these five people? The three guys loyal to Penguin, and Victor. That's 5 fucking people. But if you say like, oh no, use your imagination. See, Penguin had a bunch of people that were loyal to him. We didn't show them, but they're there somewhere. Now it could be 150 people that are loyal to fucking Penguin. And they can actually take over. Who knows what the show goes with? I'm guessing it's going with the people that we didn't see are going to be loyal to Penguin. This army that's secretly hiding underneath the show's fucking surface is going to be somewhere popping up and helping Penguin take over the criminal underworld.
That part has been bothering me. Because I keep referring to those armies, right? Like, the armies that we don't see. You do have to kind of imagine them there, because, like...
Don't worry, they're there, man. We saw those 3 guys.
So, they're definitely running drugs, right? So, like, I mean, unless they're selling them all, like, firsthand. Like, we saw Victor selling them at the party. Like, he was one of the runners, I guess, in that episode. But you need, like, a hierarchy of distribution, right? So
that wasn't an army. Those were prostitutes. I'm pretty sure. Those are all girly prostitute motherfuckers, bro. That wasn't like an army of goons. But I could be I could be tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, you need like how do you distribute to a whole city? It's just like a handful of people.
You use your imagination, bro. Yeah. Jesus Christ, it's a comic book show, Jesse. You don't need that explained to you, bro. It's a comic book show.
It's so when he kills the Maroni, like. It's just him. It's just him killing him.
Yeah. He poured gasoline on the sun. Said, "Hey, go say hi to your mom." Oh shit, she's actually hugging him. Oh fuck. Okay, light it, guys, light it. They light the fucking gasoline. Boom, they're on fire, dead. And then for the Kingpin Maroni, he sends some like corrupt CO to kill the guy, I guess. Doesn't work. Maroni steals his keys and apparently escapes the entire jail of Gotham because that one guy had a pair of keys on him. I mean, they don't show it on screen though. It didn't happen on screen. It was all behind the scenes. Guys, listen. Buy the DVDs, buy the Blu-rays. You'll see the extras. You'll see where it happened at. All right. But in the show, you're not seeing shit. And so he escaped magically that no one knew about. Whatever. I can't wait to watch reviews now. I'm ready. I'm ready for this shit. All right. There's our review for Penguin Season 1, Episode 5. What was the name of this shit? Is there a name to it? Whatever. Who cares? Episode 5, titled Wait Till Episode 6. It's the title of Episode 5. All right. There you go.